Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about Ansible. Let's see what is the agenda of this video. What is Ansible? What is it used for? Architecture of Ansible, key components of Ansible, Ansible workflow, difference between Terraform and Ansible, inventory file, Ansible playbook structure, Ansible roles, and Ansible Galaxy. So before moving into Ansible, let's see how the things have works before the Ansible. So imagine a company has a 200 computers that need software updates like installing security patches or changing configuration setting. So IT staff would have to log into each computers individually, update settings or software, and then move on to the next one. So with the 200 computers, this could take days or even a weeks. So some companies would write a custom script to automate part of this, but these scripts are often hard to share. So it required advanced skill to write and could break if any minor detail change. So managing changes and keeping track of script version was difficult. So some used tools that required installing special agent software on each computers to automate these updates. So this agent took time to set up and maintain, and sometimes the agent caused compatibility issues or even slow down the computers they were on. So since everything was manual, patches together with the complex tools, it was easy for computers to end up with the different configuration or miss the important updates or creating security risk and bugs. So overall, managing and updating system was slow, repetitive, and error prone. So then Ansible comes along, simplify the process and allowing IT teams to update hundreds of computers consistently and quickly, all from a single control point. Now let's move into the Ansible. So firstly, what is Ansible? So Ansible is an open source IT automation tool used to configure, deploy, and manage computers and systems. So it helps streamline a repetitive task, making it popular for managing large number of servers and applications. So Ansible allows you to write a set of instruction called playbook, so that can automatically do the things like install software, configure settings, or update the application on many computers all at once. So it is written in the YAML language. YAML language is a human readable data serialization language, and it commonly used for configuration files, but it can also use it for many applications where data is being stored. Now let's see Ansible uses. So Ansible is used for setting up servers like installing software and applying updates, and also used for deploying applications like pushing code to production and managing configuration across the multiple system, and also orchestrating complex workflows like scaling up resources or creating backups. Now let's see difference between Terraform and Ansible. So Terraform is called infrastructure as a code software. So Ansible is also called infrastructure as a software. So it is Terraform is developed by the HashiCorp company. So Ansible it is under the license of Red Hat company. So Terraform uses HCL language to write a script. So HCL stands for HashiCorp's configuration language, and Ansible uses YAML language. So Terraform is mainly used for create infrastructure in a cloud platform from the scratch. So Ansible is used for the manage the configurations, like installing Apache servers on the many computers at a time. Now let's see how does it works. So Ansible uses simple script called playbooks written in a human readable format, and that is YAML. So each playbook defines a set of tasks for Ansible to perform on one or more systems. So let's see how it works. So Ansible is agentless. So it doesn't need to install software or any agent on the machines it manages, which is different from many other tools. So it only requires SSH access to connect and run commands remotely. Modules. So Ansible use modules. Modules are small program. It runs on the remote machines to perform specific tasks like installing software or modifying files. So you can write custom modules or use pre-built ones. Inventories. So an inventory files list all the machines or hosts that Ansible will manage. You can define groups, example web server or database data servers, to apply specific configuration to the specific systems. Idempotent. So Ansible is designed to apply changes only when necessary. If a system is already in the desired state, so Ansible skip the task, making it efficient and reducing errors. Now let's see key components of Ansible. So inventory, modules, plugins, playbooks, and roles. So don't worry about all these things. I will explain in the next slides. Now let's see workflow of the Ansible. Define inventory. Create inventory file listing the managed nodes. So start by creating inventory file. This is a simple list that include the computers you want Ansible to manage, like server or workstations. So each entry can specify the computer's name or IP addresses. So next thing is write playbooks, define task for system configuration or app deployment. So playbooks are script that tells Ansible what action to perform on the nodes. For example, they could include tasks to install software, configure settings, or deploy application. So you write these tasks in a structure file, usually in a YAML format. So Ansible know exactly what to do. The next thing is run playbooks. Use the Ansible playbook commands to run tasks. So use the Ansible playbook command to launch the playbook. So this command tells Ansible to follow the instruction in the playbook and perform the specified task on the managed tools. So no need to worry. I will explain in practically in the upcoming slides. Next thing is execute modules. So Ansible connect to the nodes via SSH, executes the necessary modules and configure them. So Ansible then connects to each nodes, typically via SSH, and run a small program called modules to carry out the task you defined. So module could do things like update software, configure settings, or manage files. Ansible handles the technical details to ensure everything runs smoothly. The last thing is check output and debug. Ansible display the result and any errors. So once Ansible finishes, it show the result for each task and any error if something went wrong. So you can see which task succeeded or failed, and use this information to troubleshoot if needed. Now let's see what is inventory file in Ansible. In Ansible, an inventory file is simply a list of servers or other device that you want to manage or automate tasks on. So Ansible tell where to find these machines and how to connect to them. So you can organize servers into groups, web servers or database servers. So specify detail like IP address or the host name, and even set specific variable for each server. So this is the sample inventory file. So you have to save this file with the extension of .ini. So here I am specifying the web servers and the database servers. Now let's see basic structure of playbook. So in Ansible, a playbook is a YAML file that contain a set of instructions for managing and configure systems. It's designed to describe how machines should be configured and managed or provisioned. So the playbook structure contains three these things. First one is playbook file, place, and task. Let's see what is playbook file. A playbook file is a YAML file, typically with the .yml extension. For example playbook.yaml. So, what is place? So, place each place in a playbook is a top level list items. It defines set of tasks that should be run a group of hosts or servers. So, a place specify the host target systems and any specific variable to use. Now, let's see what is tasks. So each play contain multiple tasks. In a playbook, each place contain multiple tasks, and each task represent a single action to be performed, like installing software, updating configuration files, or restarting services. And task run in the order listed. Now let's see a basic example playbook file. So here this is the playbook file. So here, firstly, we have to specify the name. So, so in the name, it will provide the description of the playbook for the readability purpose, and the title is in the play to configure web server. And we have to specify the host. Here I have specified host as a web server. You can specify like a DB server or a web server or application. And the next thing is become. So it ensure the tasks are executed with the evaluated privileges. So here I gave yes, and we have to specify variables. So here I have opened the port number 80. So it defines the variable HTTP port with the value of 80. So use it later in the playbook. The next thing is task. So we have to specify the name of the task to ensure the Apache is installed, and the name of the task is HTTPD. So state is present, and the next task is ensure the Apache is running or not. So, we have to ensure the Apache is running. The name is HTTPD, and state is started. So here the Apache is started, and the next task is ensure firewall role for HTTP. So here I describe the task to open firewall port for the HTTPD, and it ensure the firewall is enabled. So lastly handlers. So handlers is the name named restart Apache and will restart the Apache service if notified. Now let's see Ansible roles. So Ansible roles allows you to create reusable units for configuration, each containing task, files, variables, templates, and the handlers. So they enable you to organize content based on the functionality, example web server, databases, or firewall. So keeping everything organized and maintainable. So when playbook user role, Ansible automatically loads all the relevant files, template, task, and handlers associated with that role. So they are especially useful in a larger project where organizing task variables and the files become critical. So this is the directory structure of the role. So each role has a standard directory structure under a main directory. So here this is the main directory is a role, and under that the web server. So let's see what is task. So task contain the main list of tasks the role will perform. The handler. The handler contain handler that can be triggered by the task. Files. So files stores the static files that can be copied to the remote system. And what is template? Template holds template like configuration files that use Jinja 2 syntax to add dynamic content. Uh, let's see variables and defaults. So it provide variables for the roles, whereas are higher priority than the defaults. Metadata. So it contain a role metadata. So it includes the dependencies and author informations. Libraries. So library allows the role to define custom Ansible modules, and the test includes the test playbooks to validate the role functionalities. So this is the directory structure of the roles. Now let's see benefits of using roles. So using the roles, uh, we can it can be reusability. So roles make it easy to share and reuse content. So imagine roles let you create a part of automation that can be reused across the different projects, so you don't have to recreate the same step on each time. Modularity. So different role can be used in a different playbooks, creating modular automation. So you can build different roles for different tasks and combine them in different ways. So this make it easy to customize and adapt your automations. Scalability. So roles are especially useful for scaling automation across larger infrastructure. So role make it easier to expand your automation to cover bigger system without too much extra effort. Readability. Organized code with a clear boundaries help make complex playbooks more readable. So by keeping code organized and well structured, roles help make complex automation easier to understand. Now let's see Galaxy. So in Ansible, Galaxy is a platform and tool designed to help user share and find Ansible roles and collections. So it simplifies the process of reusing pre-built Ansible automation code. So you don't have to start from the scratch every time you create a playbook. Let's see how the Galaxy works. So firstly, Ansible Galaxy website. So the Ansible Galaxy website is a place where you can search for and download community contributed roles and collections. So it hosts a vast library of reusable automation content created by other users or organization. Roles in Ansible, role is a set of tasks and configurations for a specific purpose, like setting up a web server or database. You can think of it like a template or blueprint for the automation. You have seen roles in a detail in the previous slides. Next thing is collection. Collection are more comprehensive. They can contain multiple roles, modules, plugins, and other resources grouped into one package. So this is especially useful for the complex system or enterprises level needs. The next thing is command line tool. So Ansible Galaxy is also has a command line tool called Ansible Galaxy that you can use to install, manage, and upload roles and collections. For example, you could install a role by running. So far, you have got a theoretical information about Ansible, how it works, what is inventory file, how to write an inventory file, what is playbook, and what are the roles and Galaxy and all. So in the upcoming video, I will show you how to write a inventory files, how to install Ansible, how to write a playbook, and how to install roles and all. So stay tuned for the next video, guys.